Hello, everyone. I don't know if this counts as an episode, um, but whatever episode we're at, this is gonna be one of them, I guess, or not. We'll we'll have to figure that one out. I had a plan on. Oh wait, first of all, this is the castle. As you can see, I'm building it with light manica, so it's pretty easier. It's much easier to build, because it can auto place some blocks for me. You know, like ones where I shouldn't be able to reach. Well, not reach. Um, I meant, blocks that I should need a certain angle to place. So such as these. Um, but there's a little bit, there's a little bit of them left. So hopefully we can progress together during this episode. Anyway, thank you for tuning back in. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. I had an idea for the episode. Today I wanted it to be about Manchester by the Sea, which is a movie that I recently watched that I knew about and I had watched earlier, but I was like, more of a kid when when it first came out, and I kind of wanted my new perspective about it, just the older version of myself to really, listen to it and have my actual thoughts about it, not just my kid thoughts about it. But then things happen, and this won't be the episode about it. It's coming, but that's not what this one is about. I uh I might be all over the place because I didn't prepare anything for this one. Well, I did, but in my head, and it'll be just me building the whole time. Um, I might have told you guys I'm in a relationship and we've been together for almost 5 years now, which is amazing. I'm happy. I'm lucky. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about her. I think I might have already done that a little, but I want to do it again. She's wow. When we get down to it, it's hard to find the right words. Um, she just amazes me in all the right ways. Um, why am I so weird now? Now that I've actually started talking about it, in my head it was all clear on what I was going to say, and it made sense in my head, and you know, just kind of, I didn't really have to think about it. It was just ready to say. Sorry. Let me gather my thoughts for a second. I I honestly, it was just all about, in in all the years that I've been struggling with stuff, you know in a lucky but not lucky for her kind of way. She's been there the whole time, um, with me on my side, on my team, and every time I take the time to thank her, but in a way I never really thank her. You know what I mean? Like, it's never enough to what I want it to be. I wish I could thank her more, and it's hard to do that. Um, there's like only so much you can do. Not saying that I do everything for her. That's definitely not what I mean, because I pale in comparison to what she does for me. She is. It's it's so easy to say, but also I want to try to find like a real way of saying it. She's beautiful in all the ways imaginable, not just physical. She tries so hard to help me, to figure me out, to connect with me, and she does everything right. She's caring, she's generous, she's so funny. We have such a good time together all the time. It's there's never times where we actually, not have a good time. Like, she's just amazing and perfect. And there's an episode where I say that no one can be perfect, but I was wrong. You know, I wasn't thinking about everyone at that point. Um, I guess part of me is just always fearing of something that I mean, you always kind of fear that. It's normal, but it shouldn't be to the extent that I do. I think it's just because I don't understand how someone so beautiful and someone with such, how do I say this? Someone as caring and gentle and all the adjectives that you want to add to it. It doesn't make sense to me how someone so perfect, right? How I earned somehow someone like this, It's just it doesn't make sense because she deserves someone at her level. You know what I mean? Not Goopy's level, not my level. You know? And a lot of my episodes have been about, self-worth and kind of trying to figure out my own self and all of this. But no matter how much I think about this, it's just I yeah, I'm gonna make a weird comparison, a weird metaphor, okay? You know that guy, Calabrini, I think, that NBA star, well, NBA player that um okay, let me start from the bottom. From the beginning, I mean. There's this NBA guy. He was considered like the worst player in the league. And players were always hating on him, kind of giving him a hard time and always kind of bashing him for like, being the worst player in the NBA. And at some point he got tired of it, which understandable. He challenged people to actually take him on a one-on-one, like an actual, basketball, just to let him know, hey, I'm good. And he does the 1v1s and he whoops everyone's ass. And then he just drops a quiet like, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. You know what you get what I mean? Like, he is closer to the best player in the NBA than we are to him, He's good. He's very good. No matter how much, you hate on the guy, he is better than all of us, He made it to the NBA and he's the best player. well, he's not the best player, but you know, he's up there with LeBron and stuff. And you know, that's just what I kind of have in mind. You know, she is an NBA player. I never expected to be comparing my girlfriend to NBA players. She, I hope you get what I mean. I mean, that's probably hard to get. I missed my jumps. God damn it. She's just, you know, she's everything. Oh, I missed again. Are you kidding me? She is everything. And I pale in comparison to her in everything that I do. And it's not to say I'm not like a bad boyfriend, you know. I'm not neglecting her or anything like that, you know. Like I try my best, but it's always nothing compared to how good and how good she is, how truly awesome she is. Back to back on subject, not the NBA thing again. Um, you know, it's just so hard to feel like I am worthy of her when she's so good. I, I hope you guys get what I mean. I'm sure you guys do, but it's just I feel like I'm saying this in such a weird way. I would let's just say it like this. We have this thing, me and her, of you know, of one day if we win the lottery, our first thing is ordering McDonald's and eating it together. And every time I have this thought in my head of, I know it's gonna sound corny as hell, I know, but every time it's just like I already won it. I won, and I was the lucky person. Sure, it wasn't like $65 million. It was a best friend, a lover, therapist, a comedian, a cook, a caring person, you know, it's just, you get what I mean. You get where I'm going at. I can't climb the rest. How am I gonna get up there? Can't go up there like that. Anyway, you understand what I mean. Damn it, I didn't even bring stairs. She's just amazing, you know, in every single way. And it is so hard to, yeah, as I said many times, feel worthy of it. I want to tell you guys about my favorite things that we do together. Maybe you guys don't want to hear it, but you're gonna have to. Oh god, I fell all the way down. First of all, we've been doing this thing ever since we started, you know, being together. Every day or 2-ish days, we save TikToks for each other, and you know, we have like these playlists that we save for each other, and at night, right about before going to bed, we show each other the TikToks, we hang out, and yeah, we show each other the TikToks, and honestly, it's weird to say, but it's my favorite part of the day. Um, we just sit down, have a laugh together. Um, Sometimes I don't show the they. I used to be all about, they were funny. They were funny TikToks, but they were also some weird shit and just stuff that we get to laugh about together. And sometimes we still, there's this guy that we bonded over. I forgot his name. I think it's Charlie. He has two dogs, and he makes his dogs like do mouse snappies, as he calls it. It's just like opening your mouth and closing it very fast and making like a little snappy noise. And it's just really cute. And like when he started posting videos, we our whole entire shares were all about that guy and his dogs, and we would imitate it all the time. And whenever we were angry at each other, or just, whatever the case might have been, we we would uh we would do the mouse snappy thingy, and we'd laugh. And at some point, we even, we would even share I'm sure you guys have seen it, but when the cows dance for the first of the month, that thing, like, wake up, it's the first of the month, that thing, the cows, we would have, both of us would have it in our saved, just to like dance together and try to, just have fun, on the day we are. Anyway, in other ways, she tries very hard to try to connect with me in things that I like. As in, I've I've made her discover Dungeons and Dragons. She's played a few times. Well, not a few times. I've talked to her about it. She's really supportive in everything that I do, no matter what it might be. She thinks about things with me instead of, just letting me do the weird thinking things. We like hypotheticals, just to chill out and talk about stuff that never happens. I think our favorite subject is always what we would do if we were to win the lottery. Just because we like dreaming about the lottery, man. It's like such a fairy tale to do it. That's why I said the corny shit, the fact that I already won the lottery. But anyway, I never know where I'm going when I don't have a script or like a plan or anything like that. It's and I am just extremely lucky. And she won't see this video. Maybe she will actually one day. I guess maybe I'll hear about it. She hasn't watched any of the videos yet. I keep telling her, hey, I want you to go watch them. Not because you know, just because she's my best friend and I love her opinions about stuff. And I I'm so lucky to be able to share these things with someone. I just love hearing her opinion and her talk about things that she loves. I like us thinking about the future together. We have this plan of moving out soon, and you know, going to grab a foster cat and having a few cats together, our whole like maybe building a catio or something, you know, just silly stuff, you know. And I love these dreams, and I love daydreaming with her, about her, alongside her. I I am in love, and it's gonna be 5 years soon. And unfortunately, I you know, it's I haven't been the best boyfriend in the world when I should have been. You know, I tried to get on her level, but she just she does so much. And you know, I do give it my 100%, but sometimes I fear that that 100% is not enough. And it's a little heartbreaking sometimes. It's hard for me to accept that, you know, in a way she does more. She she's you know, in a way she's just like a better partner than I am. I know, and like I'm trying to reassure myself here at the same time. So I, you know what? No, no. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it like this, just to let it air out. I that was my piece actually. Sorry if I've been corny. I wasn't the goal. Well, I guess kind of, because you know it is about her. But I did I have a point by doing all of this? I don't think so. I don't want to like artificially make a point of that I kind of make in some of the videos where I kind of like force a positive ending or like a moral to the story. I'd like to say that I try to inspire you guys or myself in the videos, but you know, I think it's sometimes it's a little forced. Um, doesn't feel as real as I would like it to be. Fortunately, you know, it's okay to some extent, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to force some of these endings to be good and be rewarding to you, the viewer. um, you know, it's just she's amazing, man. Um, there's no other way to say it, and I know I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Um, it's just a wonder to me. It really is. You know, yes, we've had our issues, like everyone else. You know, we've had our struggles. You know, you understand. It's it's not black or white, you know, but we've had our issues, and that's okay. And I think, you know, we fought a lot to you know, stay together and be together now and be happy. And I guess this is about, I've said this before, I'm just rambling. It's hard for me to keep a coherent thought and process it all the way without, you know, rambling on considering this is not my first language. And, you know, I'm not always the best at these things. It might seem like it because I've talked about it a lot, but you know, I'm not. I'm not very good at these things usually. um, where was I going with this? You know, in some way, it's my own insecurity of not being worth the same thing as she is, you know? And I would say, yeah, it is, you know, insecurity in some way, to some extent. But it's also facing the fact that she is just awesome. She is that awesome. She's. I'm just rambling at this point. I I think maybe I should end it here, just because you know, I'm not saying much anymore. I had this whole thing like prepared in my head, and it was gonna be this like beautiful thing about how amazing she is, and I think I mean it's not that bad. Like I think I think you guys understood most of the message. You know, she's cool and she's amazing and all. I think that was clear enough. I hope. Um, if it wasn't, that's what I was saying. Ow. What did I say? Ow, I didn't take damage. Well, together we've progressed a decent amount, you know, during the video. Well done, everyone. I know you guys weren't the ones building, but good job. You know, we're progressing through more stuff, and it's awesome. Can't wait for you guys to see the whole thing without like all these, you know, particle thingies that hide all of our work. Because it's a little hard to see the progress when everything is highlighted or something. And I'm also not showing you guys the whole thing. I'm stuck in the room putting blocks in. But you guys will see. You guys will see how nice this is once, you know, I'm done. I'm progressing quite fast too, so I mean Lightmatica is helping a lot. It's a really great mod. Basically you can put like you build something in single player or anywhere else, and you can just put it like you save the file and it'll replace the exact same building in another server, basically. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome. Oh, I changed my skin. Wait, here. Made it a little more kingly, you know, more medieval, more my jam, more adventurer thingy. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know this was more of a ramble than anything else, but I appreciate it a lot. Have a good day, have a good night, and sleep tight, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.